99.3 Nigeria Info. This is the nation's #1 talk news and sports radio station, and we're broadcasting live from our audiovisual studios right here in It's Me in Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. My name is Maryann Okon. Welcome. It's a rainy day. I could tell from the early hours of the morning that it was going to be a cloudy day. But hey, not to worry. There's enough for us to discuss that would shake the cold off. Well, we're broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. We start off our conversations, obviously, with the big three stories. And then, of course, we move on, because it's Thursday, to talk about other stories outside of Nigeria. And today, we're docking just beside my state here in Cameroon. The BBC Africa Eye did a very in-depth report on what's happening in Anglophone Cameroon. And the fact that not many people are talking about it. And so the guy who covered the story is going to be our guest today on Global Review. Blaze Young is going to be talking to us today on the 4 o'clock hour about the English-speaking part of Cameroon, why people are being killed, people are disappearing, people are being put in prison for even mentioning what the president seems to be doing in that country. And why the rest of the world seems to be quiet about what's happening there. Because I must tell you, because Cameroon borders my state, we have more and more people who are displaced in Bakassi. But that's a story for the 4 o'clock hour. On the 5 o'clock hour, we're going to be talking electoral reforms. Yes, now that the National Assembly has kicked off this whole compulsory voting, what are the other reforms that we need to start pushing for now before 2027? My guest is a lawyer and a public affairs analyst, so we will be talking. Come ready with questions and, of course, your inputs. But first, let's get straight into the business of the day.
Get ready for the most important news of the day. It's time for the Big Three Stories on Hard Facts. Tune in to our primetime show for the latest updates and in-depth analysis on the top stories making headlines. From breaking news to in-depth investigations, we bring you the facts you need to know. Join us as we delve into the biggest stories shaping our world today. Tune in to the Big Three every weekday, 3 to 4 p.m. and stay informed with the news that matters the most. Hard Facts, where the truth always comes first.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hard Facts. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
This is Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. Like I always say, this will be your most authentic news experience. Did you see the convoy of Mr. President when he showed up in Lagos? I hear he's here not just for the ECOWAS summit, but he's here for Salah. I counted 47 vehicles. Some people said 60 plus. I'll tell you why I'm going to play that video on the Big Three today, and I'll tell you why it's important for us to have that conversation. Some people say, yeah, I'll tell you why. Well, these are the Big Three stories for today. Tinubu's May 29 speech. We're laying foundation for sustainable future. Well, the president in the Punch newspaper, they report that he says his reforms of the past 2 years in office are laying a sustainable foundation for a more prosperous future for Nigerians. Tinubu, who was elected as president on May 29, 2023, stated that his renewed hope agenda was working to reduce the cost of living, promote economic justice, and build a business-friendly economy that attracts investment and supports every Nigerian. I'd like to quote the president. We are laying a foundation for a more sustainable future together. We're creating a system where prosperity is shared and no one is left behind. Tinubu stated this in his nationwide address for today when he marked 2 years in office. You agree with the president? Still staying with May 29 and the developments. This time it's the Vanguard newspaper. Midterm, security, economy improving under my watch. President Tinubu. As he outlined his achievements in office over the last 2 years, stating that he's not only improved security but also expanded the economy, with the country's external reserves increasing at almost 500% from $4 billion in 2023 to $23 billion at the end of 2024. But let's look at the flip side of the coin, because the PDP had a few things to say on May 29. And this one's from the Sun newspaper. The PDP here is saying that, in fact, they're describing President Bola Tinubu's 2 year in office as disappointing. Well, let me give you that headline. They're saying Nigerians have gone through hell under the APC. PDP. Well, the PDP, in a statement by its National Publicity Secretary Debo Logunaba yesterday, stated that Nigerians have gone through hell under the APC's administration. The opposition party charged President Tinubu to urgently address the issue of insecurity plaguing the country, reverse economic policies suffocating the people, and tackle corruption. Let me go back to the president's midterm assessment. He said that he has not only improved security, he has also expanded the economy, with the country's external reserves increasing by almost 500%. But the PDP is saying that the president needs to reverse the economic policies because they're suffocating the people, and that he's failed to tackle corruption. Well, in case you're wondering, here's a video of Mr. President's arrival into Lagos. I got it off Twitter. Watch closely. Pay attention. If you can count. I counted at least 47. If you can, count. Okay. Well, live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. This is the president's convoy as it got into Lagos. When I was watching the video initially on X, I was... Do you remember last year when they promised that, the president was going to, at the time, what's the yellow boy's name? The yellow spokesman, what's his name? I'm so sorry to be that way. What's the name of the one that had to resign because of family issues? Yeah, he was the spokesperson. And I remember him saying that, the president was going to reduce the number of people in his convoy. They were going to reduce their carbon footprint. That was 2024. Here's Mr. President's convoy today. Just help me count. Just keep counting. Are you still counting? Keep counting. Now, at some point, you think that it's over, but then it keeps coming. It keeps coming. So keep counting. And that's not the whole video, but I had to play something. How many did you count? That is the president that's doing everything in his power to make life better for you, he says. Well, let's look at our very last story and then I'll open up the phone line so you can talk. It's still hard facts. 99.3 Nigeria info. This one's from the Vanguard newspaper. Enugu community discovers underground pits where ritualist buries victims alive. Sounds like a Nollywood movie. I saw it was everywhere. It was everywhere I turned. On Instagram, on X, I was just like, what's this story? I kept seeing this man's face and I was just wondering what it was. The sleepy Umuba Ndiago community in Eziago local government area of Enugu state on Tuesday erupted in anger when the youth of the community alleged a member of the community, said to be a native doctor known as Iche Millions, Nadem, also called Eziani, who claimed to be a businessman, was using his vast compound for kidnapping and criminal activities. They also alleged that it was discovered that the native doctor kills and buries people alive in his compound. To search for the truth, the youth of the community invaded the compound and, to their bewilderment, discovered the native doctor, Ezeani, had soaked away pits where were said to be filled with dead bodies of human beings. He allegedly kidnapped his victims, including pregnant women and children, and buried them alive for ritual purposes. The discovery threw the community into shock and sadness, prompting the youth to attack and burn his house. Let's talk Lagos. 0201 277 0993 0201 465 7190. You can join the conversation on WhatsApp. It's 08095975805. We're also on X. Use the hashtag hard facts. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point and make it. We're also live on our YouTube, so you can go on YouTube and post your comments. All right. Welcome to Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria info. Okay, what's happening to our lines today? Okay, I think that thing has happened again. If you're trying to call the mail line and it's not going through, it's not me. It's not me. But try. I'm guessing that it's back on now, so go ahead and call. It should go through. Okay, great. For the females, you can call 0201 465 7190. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ambrose.
Go ahead.
Maryann, at least the PDP is beginning to play the opposition that it ought to play. All this while it has kept mum. But I'm happy now that they are playing that role, so that Mr. President will be hearing. And then, Mr. President, the man likes flamboyancy. He likes this paraphernalia of office. Who
doesn't like flamboyancy? I like it, but I can't afford it.
But you should not flaunt it on our faces with 47. You said 47, and you said some people said 60-something. Mm-hmm. So, if you are enjoying and your children are not enjoying, is that enjoyment? That's where I'm going to. Nobody says he should not have a good time, he should not enjoy himself, but he should not start telling us what is not. Nigerians are pauperized, and you are using 40-something cars, and none of them will be less than 50 million naira. And then we are here struggling to pay our children's school fees, struggling to pay light bill, struggling to buy drugs, struggling to go out, struggling to feed. Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Ambrose. Thank you for calling. 60 seconds is all you have. Go straight to the point. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
The man line not working.
No. Go back to the mail line. Thank you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, afternoon, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
This is Manuel, and I'm speaking to you from Ekwe.
All right, Manuel, go ahead.
First off, on the president and the cars and everything, some of those cars, if you look at them, they only have one person inside, which means it's only the driver. You know, if you count maybe half of the cars, you know, they probably only have one person or two people inside those cars. Now, what am I trying to say? It's just to give the public, you know, the Nigerian, this thing, you know, that the president is coming. You know, waste of money, waste of resources, and waste of time. So I don't really understand the kind of people we that leads us. I'm saying it today we have that arrowhead, who is somebody, we should look up to as example that the Nigeria begin to change. For the killer native doctor, it's unfortunate and very, very painful, that we have such people in our environment. Up to then, I want the security agencies to follow this case, to a logical conclusion. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel, for calling. In case you're just joining us, the program is Hard Fact, 99.3 Nigeria Info. We're critically analyzing Mr. President's 2 years in office. For the past 3 days, I must say, we've been talking about it from different angles, including a presidential spokesman who was here on Monday. So on midterm security, Mr. President is saying that the economy is improving under his watch, both security and the economy. And I'm asking, how true is this? Is the economy and the security in the country really improving? Let's be very critical here. And as much as possible, be as balanced as we can. Some of you might not like the president, but let's be realistic about our contributions, okay? And some of you might love the president so much that you can also be a little bit cuckoo about your responses. But let's be as balanced as possible, okay? Related to your daily lives. Of course, the president is also saying that, hey, we're laying a foundation for sustainable future. And I'm asking, is it the future that we're living in now where the convoy is more than 10? 40 plus. We're very quick to say, we're against, what's it called now? Fossil fuel, this and that. We sign, when we go to these World Economic Forum, when we go for these energy summits, would say, we're reducing our carbon footprint. We're going to do everything in our power to be green. We're doing CNG. Sir, what is these 46 vehicles? What are they for? What are they for? For some reason. I mean, I'm just trying to imagine that you flew, because I don't think you came by road. You flew. And you still had 40-something vehicles. Lagos was on standstill. People were trekking, parked their cars because the president is in town. I know. But this thing that we're doing, Mr. President.
You are listening.
I'll be right back. I'll ask you that question when I come back, Mr. President. Who yep?
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know? Did you know?
Did you know? Your dose of facts we bet you never knew. Right here on Nigeria Info 99.3.
Did you know that you can be heavily pregnant and not realize? Cryptic pregnancies aren't that uncommon, with 1 in 500 not recognized until at least halfway through, and 1 in 2,500 not known until labor starts.
Another piece of the puzzle now revealed. Keep questioning, keep listening, only on Nigeria Info 99.3.
It is an incontrovertible fact that the future of power is solar. It is becoming increasingly clear that solar is the way to go if reliable, clean, and uninterrupted power is our goal. Our homes need power. Our offices need power. Our public buildings need power. Our lives and activities need power. And of course, I mean reliable power. Now, at the Solar World Electric Technology Limited, we have cut our teeth as professionals in the business of solar and renewable energy, ranging from inverters, lithium-ion batteries, solar panels, solar water heating systems, solar street lights, etc. You can visit our regional head office at the 26 Ima Abimbola Code off Fola Oshibo, Lekki Phase 1, Lagos, or our website on www.solarworldelectric.com, or you can call us on 0906 331 5492. Solar World Electric Technology Limited. We are redefining the limits.
Exciting games, music, dance, and fun for every family.
Join us for the second edition of the Kids FM Festival, happening June 1st, 2025 at Balmoral Convention Center, Lagos, 12 p.m. sharp.
Don't miss the fun! Don't miss the fun! Bring your brothers and sisters, your daddy and mommy, even your uncles and aunties to join this exciting moment. so friends aren't left out. It's the Kids FM Festival. Let's make memories that sparkle!
Register now at www.kidsfm.ng. Let the countdown begin. Proudly brought to you by Kids FM, where every kid's a star.
For 3 great seasons, the fans have fought with passion and fire. Their best they brought. The banter was bold, the debates were tight. Each word a weapon, each match a fight. But now it's bigger, the stakes much higher. The battle returns and it's full of fire. Fan Battle 4 with Femi and the gang on 99.3 Nigeria Info. The stage is bang. In partnership with Sports Salon, we raise the game with glory, honor, and a shot at fame. Think you've got what it takes to score? Then step right up. It's time for more.
Fan Battle 4 starts Tuesday, June 3rd through July from 7 p.m. weekdays on Nigeria Info.
Fan Battle 4. Let the battle begin.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Millions of listeners trust us on Hatchback. Whether it's politics, social issues, controversies, and trending stories, you know we're credible and objective.
It's Hard Facts with Maryann Okon on 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is the Big Three.
The Big Three on Hard Facts
on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yes, this is the Big Three on Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Maryann Okon. We're live from our audiovisual studios right here in Itam Crescent, Victoria Island, Lagos. And we are live on Facebook and on YouTube, Nigeria Info FM. Join the conversation. We're looking at Mr. President's accomplishments in his 2 years in office. During his May 29th speech, which was early this morning, Mr. President has said that we are laying a foundation for sustainable future. He has also said that he has been able to improve on security and the economy. Yeah. Do you agree? Or better still, how true is that? Is the president leading by example, judging from the number of cars in that convoy? Someone is saying, oh, we're now discussing the president's convoy. Oh, let me tell you why we are discussing it, because I want to. Yes, I have your time. It is fuel. That fuel is not free. It's going to be paid for. It is causing traffic, stopping people from going about their businesses. Yes. It's a waste of man hours that is unnecessary. I always try to, because you know, when we ask them questions, they're very quick to compare us to the US and England. How many cars are in the average presidential or prime minister's convoy? 40? 60? And for a president who says he has our best interest at heart, shouldn't he be reducing the expenses because they want to lead by example? Or is it just lip service? Or you just love your oppressor? What's that person's name again? Yeah. Kelani Tolu. You love your oppressors. You love and adore them. Yeah, you're one of those people. Anyway, 0201-277-0993. Join the conversation. Hello.
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Uzoma from Iko to Maryann.
Yeah.
Yes, when he was coming to Lagos, I was counting the vehicles entourage. I lost count. I just laugh. Look at Macron. Macron of which state? Bicycle is what he's using to go about. Bicycle. Even if he wants to go now, only one vehicle. A country that is always borrowing to 2 weeks, from 1 month to 2 weeks, billion. You are going on the road, disturbing people with 40 cars. For what? And not even Nigeria. None of them is Nigeria made. For what? In a country your children are writing WAEC with candle. Shame. Writing WAEC with candle. You are riding entourage with 40 cars. For what? Hypocrisy. Which good do you have in heart for Nigerians? This is just 2 years though. Look at how much they have borrowed. Just 2 years. Look at how billion, trillion.
But borrowing is not a crime now. Borrowing is not a crime.
But what are you doing with it? With all the money you are borrowing? Just pinpoint one thing you have established, or work you have given to your children, or food. No, in a country you borrow trillion. No fire. No light, no fuel, no food, no medication, no hospital.
Thank you so much for calling.
You are going with 40 cars. Shame on you.
Thank you very much for calling. I wonder who now is. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
John Lady, good afternoon. Nothing when Musa no go see forget. Madam Uzoma say no fire instead of no light. Confusion. I want to thank Ambrose from Moe, right? Yeah, recognizing what PDP said. Because I used to hear some of us who call PDP is dead and buried. APC is doing well. Like I always say, we all are in for it. Maryann, yesterday coming from the airport, I left the airport about 1 o'clock, get to Ilubini, 1:30. From Ilubini to Alexandra, you know Alexandra, the roundabout? I didn't get there until 5:45. I'm telling you, from Ilubini to Alexandra, just because one person is holding meeting, you are holding meeting in VI, why blocking people going to Ikoyi? I'm not going to VI. Yes? For God's sake. So for PDP, they are just like to PDP. Nigerians, they know. My people see Fonye Chokofu. Nigerians know, but we pretend.
All right.
You hear one of their supporters will call you, oh, the man is the best president in Nigeria.
Maybe that's what they see. Maybe that's the experience that they have. So people have different experiences.
You even try that. You get time to count the up to 40 vehicles, right? The man you are talking about, is it Angelari? The name you are trying to remember?
Yes, Ajuri Ngilali, yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Chris. I need to take other calls. So thank you very much. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts. Sorry about that. 0201-277-0993, only for the men. Hello.
Hello, Maryann.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Tony. I'm calling you from Ikeja.
Go ahead, Tony.
If you can recount that convoy, it is 64. 64, if you can recount.
I'm pretty impatient when it comes to counting, so yeah.
Yeah, it's 64. In short, there's no need of talking about this federal administration. Hence, I'm concerned because for those that doesn't know the president or doesn't know him before, those are people that can be talking about him. Otherwise, what does he portray? What does he live for? You understand? But
what do you mean by what does he live for?
What I mean is what has been his antecedent? What has been his behavior? That's what I mean. Except those that don't know. For me, I live my life and I stay in this country as if there is no government. Because there is none.
But there is a government, whether we like it or not.
That's on a paper. Practically, there is no government in Nigeria, sincerely.
There are governments at all levels. You have governors, you have local government chairmen, you have legislators at state and federal levels, and then you have a president and vice president.
Except those that are pretending. I'm telling you. What do you? How will you put it? Okay. From which level to which level?
All right, I have to let you go. Yeah. I have to let you go because of time.
So that's it.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate it. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Yes, good evening.
Fine girl, we know how to do in job.
Thank you.
To do this market woman.
Market woman, go ahead, please.
See, if leg is not doing his job, he's dead, though. If hand is not doing his job, he's dead, though. If eye is not doing his job, he's dead, though. You don't know? You are there now doing your work very well. So we always thank you for that. So if you say we have this, we have that, when they are not functioning the way they used to function, why will you say it?
Yeah, well, but they say it's a process. The president says it's a work in progress.
No, Maryann, you see, if to say this man, no, they live I don't care life, nobody will blame him what is going on in Nigeria. You see this life where they live, that is why we our head correct. We are not happy about it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Market Woman, for calling. I want to go quickly to Facebook and YouTube to read your comments. Elias, thank you very much. You're all reminding me. Ajurin Galali. Yes, that's his name. Bilaitus KG says, I paid attention to actions, not words. I heard what you said, but I see how you act. Sorry, Bilaitus, what? Are you talking to me or you're talking about the president? You're saying you're listening, but you rather see what the president does as opposed to what he says he has done. Did I get that right? And David said, I counted 57 in this hardship that we are facing. Peter Friday here says, all these old people have nothing to offer this generation to come. God help us. Okay. John Bennett says, Maryann, please, can you tell us another thing, if possible? Tell us about sports. It's so annoying hearing anything about this man. Full of propaganda, he says. Wow. Okay, I'm going to move away from that. Alex, Bankole Biola here says, all those vehicles are not his. Wait. Some senators and ministers always like to join his movement, so it's not only the president that goes about with those cars. Does it make it right? I mean, I'm saying, I don't know what president that was. There was a president, I don't know what country, that stopped all those unnecessary travels for his ministers. And, unnecessary, he said no more buying of cars, German cars, or, all of those. They wanted to make sure that they rebuild their economy from the inside. Like every other economy that has emerged again, like the Phoenix, like China, like Singapore. And there's so many countries that are trying to deal with their situation and cutting their costs, starting from the leaders. That is what leadership should be. No, but in Nigeria, they tell us, tighten your belt. From Buhari, tighten your belt. We keep tightening it until there's no space. You tighten your belts, they live the champagne life. What are you telling us? Oloko Monsuru said, I counted 51 vehicles. Alex Madu also says, I counted 51 vehicles. Let me come to your messages on WhatsApp quickly. Uche from Sango says, there's nothing wrong if the president used 10 cars. Many people have more than 10 cars. As for the scorecard, he needs to improve on so many areas. Thank you, Uche. Someone says, let's have polls on if whether the president's 2 years achievement has really worsened or bettered the situation of Nigerian people. If I, thank you very much. Ken, put up a poll on Twitter, please. Thank you very much. And ask if the president's 2 years in office has bettered our lot or has really, really made us suffer. Are we going through hell like the PDP insinuated? Thank you. I'd like to have that poll at the end of this conversation. Let's see. Thank you, Fine. I'm taking you up on that one. Someone says, presidency built on propaganda and lies. Presidency built on agbadonomics. President built on waste. This is from Dal in Apapa. I guess that's short for Darlington. Someone here says, Osage from Ikorodu says, now that politicians and even sitting governors are betraying Nigerians by decamping to the APC, let us, the people, decamp to Labour Party en masse and stick together to vote them out. Very funny. This one says, excuse me, the whole convoy was like rubbing salt on the wound of citizens. Most Nigerians stuck in traffic, many standing on the roadside, stranded, no choice. Life in Lagos came to a standstill for some of us. Sad. But what can a docile citizenry do but watch? This is your friendly neighbor, Olodo. Thank you. This one says, Maryann, why are you so hypocritical? Is Tinubu the only president that shows off? Don't be biased in your presentation. Santa. Drink some water, okay? It's how you people, pick and choose when a person is biased or when the person is talking about something that's factual that you do not like. It's all of a sudden bias. But if I talk about something that makes you happy, Santa, I'm a great presenter, the best presenter in the world. And this goes to every caller. There are days that you love me because I'm speaking the one that you like. The day that I don't say the one you don't like, or I say the one that you don't like, you hate me. You're not doing your job. You're very... It's okay. That makes me know that I'm doing my job. So Santa, maybe because the weather is cold, you can drink some tea, okay? You and I don't always have to be in agreement. I totally understand, okay? It's not like I manufactured this information about the president. I'm asking you questions about what the president has said. Do you agree or not? And what we saw with that convoy, does it in any way show that the president understands what we're going through and is going through it with us? As simple as ABC, Santa Claus. Someone here says, what's a deceitful president? We have been hearing this rhetoric that they are laying foundation for the future prosperity of Nigeria and Nigerians. Please ask him when Nigeria will move from laying foundation to setting blocks and move away from the foundation. This is a statement of a deceiver that never means well for the rest of us. We're tired of construction that has been the foundation forever. All right, JT here says, we can all see prosperity clearly staring in our faces. 24 hours supply of electricity, fantastic road networks, industries are functioning well. Nigerians can now feed very well with food, very cheap, exchange rate, very fantastic. Do you know how much it is? He says, with air conditioners on the streets, at least in Abuja, fantastic wages for workers and quality healthcare system. Please clap for Tinubu, APC. I'm sorry for Nigeria. Jonathan, I could see the sack as a minute. This one here says, hi Maryann, good afternoon. I actually counted 71 vehicles in the convoy yesterday at Falomo. In truth, the president may not be aware of these numbers. It's a funny situation. Isa. Well, if he sees this video, can we trust that the next time the president is in Lagos or goes anywhere in this country, the convoy will be reduced? Forever and ever, it doesn't change after a few months. Can we trust that if he didn't know and now this video is circulating everywhere and he's told about it? I'm sure that his people are listening because he's in Lagos. Can we trust that Mr. President will reduce this convoy and maybe for some reason understand and see the pain of the average Nigerian? Because you can't tell me that you're working to help me, you're trying to help me because you feel my pain. But then when I turn around and see how you live your life, it's more like you care less about what's happening to me. You're just only telling me what you think I want to hear. I'm guessing that's the picture that the presidency is painting. So will he change the situation? I mean, for the good of the average Nigerian, in actuality, can we trust that the president will do that? This one says, while the government has not met the aspirations of Nigerians, there are definitely some gains in security, but the government needs to work harder on the economy. Moreover, what do we expect to hear from the PDP? Olumba sent us this one. Are you in any way related to Roland? Hard facts says Maryann, on the only people that Tinubu reform is working for are people eating on the table. The hardship has never been this bad. How many Nigerians have sustainable jobs to feed? People can't travel, sleep, farm without fear of being kidnapped. The vehicles are about 57. There are no cutting costs, but they will tell us Nigerians to tighten our belts. We're in an animal farm, says Ayo. Please, you're the only one that is there. I'm not in any animal farm. All right, this one says on electoral reforms. We're not talking electoral reforms now, Victor. Not yet. It's on the 5 o'clock hour. This one says, good afternoon. I also read the news this afternoon from the Vanguard newspaper that the native doctor was apprehended at Seme border while trying to escape. Dominic, really? John from Ijaniki says, seeing the convoy of the president shows that the president is not ready. From my assessment, it's a total failure and wasteful. I'm coming back to the phone line 0201 465 7190 for the ladies. For the gentlemen, 0201 277 60 seconds is all you have. Please go straight to the point. Turn off your radio. Hello.
Hi, Maryann.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Evening. Yeah, that Puchu is my name.
Go ahead, please.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I can't complain.
Okay, good. Well, I'm disappointed, with what I saw.
Why?
I mean, yeah, is this Mr. President? He said, I feel your pains. You feel Nigerian pains. And, he's into this. You know, he have our interest in his mind, and he's into this. What a small boy cannot do. No, I mean, I'm disappointed, and I'm lack of words. I'm short of words. You know, because in a country where you are the president, people, they are hunger in the land. There are insecurity on daily basis. The lives and properties are lost. And they are into this. What's the show off? I didn't get. I mean, and children are crying for food. So I'm scrambling in event centers for leftover. I mean, in party places for leftover to eat, because they are going on 001.
All right.
They don't have anything to eat.
Thank you, Rapper, for calling.
I'm disappointed.
Thank you very much for calling. To respond to you, Rapper, Oluwafe on Facebook Live says, Maryann, the 40 vehicles is not for president alone. We have the governors, ministers, special advisors. What are they looking for? I'm not understanding. What's this explanation supposed to tell me? The person is saying, except you want to play politics. What is the politics in it? You know, I've asked the question before. Why is it that when the president wants to travel, they line up, they drive or waste fuel, taxpayers' money to buy the fuel, and they go and line up at the airport by his private jet and shaking. When he's coming back, they go there again. What's all that? Why? And now you're telling me that, oh, you thought you ate. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Go ahead.
My name is Interstitial, calling from Ijamike.
Interstitial, go ahead, please.
Yes, Maryann. Nigerians should not worry themselves. It's a turn to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now in turn, if Mr. President let him go with 500 convoy, that one should not be a problem for Nigeria. It is his turn. Let him do his turn. But what I will be against, let it also be a turn of my own brother from Southeast after 2031. Let it be a turn of my brother from the Southeast also, because it's a national cake. Everybody go there and take your own. When they deny my brother,
wait, who says that it's national cake that you are sharing it? Who says so?
Yes.
Who says so?
I'm not a small boy. It's a national cake.
Who said that you're small?
Go there and take your own. Go there and take your own. It's Tinubu turn. Tinubu was in the bedroom. Tinubu was in the bedroom.
God, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem.
Everywhere.
You are part of the problem. Come and be going. You are part of the problem of this country.
Yes, I am part.
Bye bye. It's okay.
Let me be my brother's son.
Yeah, bye bye. Thank you very much for calling. I've got about 4 minutes on the clock. This one's from Leo Zoma. He says, congratulations to Mr. President and his lieutenants for using our collective resources to better themselves and their cronies in his first lap. And maybe it will be our turn to enjoy in his second lap of tenure. Or am I dreaming? I really will not want to miss Buhari, but this seems that... it seems that like that's beginning to happen. God help us survive. You know, I've had this conversation before. Why we always feel like one administration seems to be, even when we went through that administration, it was like death. But when that person leaves and another person comes, it becomes worse. What does that say about leadership in this country? That for every bad leader that goes, someone from the pit of hell emerges. That everybody was like, Jonathan was a horrible president, terrible guy. In fact, let's start with former President Obasanjo. What did he do? He brought only GSM. They sold everything in Nigeria to themselves. He and Atiku. And then Jonathan came. He was supposed to be our savior. That he did not have shoes. Then the APC pursued him. Everybody said, we don't want anybody but Jonathan. Then came Buhari. And all hell broke loose. And then, of course, Buhari has to go. He's demonic. He's gone. Then comes Tinubu. Now we're saying, I think we miss Buhari. What do we want? Or what must we do to put an end to this devilish form of leadership where our pains are increased and ramped up every 4 years? Welcome to Hard Facts. Sorry about that. Do call me back if that was you. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Hello, Maryann.
Good evening.
Afternoon. This is Joy.
Yes, Joy, go ahead.
This government, let me just a quick one. There was something you were saying before. He said that goes to all callers. This is not all callers that is saying you are biased. It is some selected callers that always feel that way.
I don't even have a problem with that. It's okay. At least there's some sort of balance. Everybody doesn't have to agree with me.
Okay, so I'm not that close. So don't strip all of us together as all callers always say that. So what I want to say, you see this government, they should keep lying to themselves because that's what they are good at. They should keep lying to themselves. They give themselves a scorecard. They give themselves past marks. They've been working. No problem. They should just continue this on this trajectory. They should continue till 2027. It is the Nigerians, whatever they feel, that will tell. And I've noticed that some section of the region are the ones saying that he's working for them. I know that even in Lagos now, some people still get food items from this government because they belong to this APC government. And these people will be the praise singer. So if your sister is enjoying and you are not enjoying, doesn't mean that government is doing well. No problem. It's as if we are doing turn-by-turn government. And who will turn government benefit? It won't benefit the Nigerians. It's just crumble this country. I have always said APC is never a do-good party and they've never done well. I have never regretted not voting for APC. I've never. Look at it now. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joy, for calling. I appreciate it. I've got a minute and 7 seconds. Let's see if I still have some time after the quick break. Yes, I may not have time. Okay, let me take one last call. It has to be quick. Hello, you have 30 seconds.
Yeah, Maryann. Yeah, you have a to on the line.
Go ahead, 30 seconds.
It's just like you said, it's not just the leadership that is bad. The followership that is electorate too are bad. You get it now, but I think the solution is that the more you suffer, the wiser you become. One day your eyes will open and you vote right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. A lovely way to put an end to the conversation. On the 4 o'clock hour, we go to Cameroon. My good friend Blaze Young joins us from Douala, I think, and we'll be talking about the Anglophone crisis in Cameroon. Stay with us. It's still Hard Facts, 99.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Maryann Okon.
There's a reason why over 1 million people tune into Hard Facts every day.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.